The battle lines very clearly drawn at the UN Security Council once again, the fifth emergency meeting of the week when it came to Syrian matters. Russia and Syria framed these strikes as being a violation of international law and breaking the UN Charter. The Russian ambassador, Vasily Nebenzia, saying that it was a blatant disregard of international law, whereas the US ambassador, Nikki Haley, said it was justified, legitimate and proportionate to carry out these airstrikes, saying there'd been plenty of opportunity in the past for diplomacy, but the time for talk ended last night.
We call on the United States and its allies to immediately end the aggressive actions against Syria and to refrain from them in the future.
I spoke to the president this morning, and he said if the Syrian regime uses this poisonous gas again, the United States is locked and loaded. When our president draws a red line, our president enforces the red line.
China said that this was a violation of the UN Charter, the ambassador warning that it could further handicap the Syrian conflict.
Any unilateral military action bypassing the Security Council runs counter to the purposes and principles of the UN Charter and violates the principles of international law and the basic norms governing international relations, and will further complicate the Syrian issue.
So there are fears as to what may now happen and what the next steps could be for the United Nations Security Council. There was a resolution presented before the Council on Saturday morning by Russia. Unsurprisingly, it failed to pass. It was a resolution condemning those airstrikes in the strongest possible terms, saying they were a violation of international law and the UN Charter. It only received, out of 15 members, 3 votes in favour, including one from China. This is the fourth resolution this week which has been voted down by the Council. The UN Secretary-General is cautioning all of the members to try and find some sort of compromise, saying that a political solution is the only way forward in Syria. And to that end, he's recalling his special envoy, Staffan de Mistura, to return to New York as soon as possible. He says he hopes to find an effective way to accelerate the political process, because it's clear that in the UN Security Council there currently is no way forward. Nick Harper, CGTN, New York.